गाइस नमस्ते। ये मैं फिर से हूँ। मेरा नाम एशली है और मैं फिलीपींस से हूँ। मैं 2 महीने से हिंदी सीख रही हूँ, लेकिन मुझे हिंदी अभी भी थोड़ी सी आती है. So if I said anything wrong, please correct me. I'll try to speak some words in Hindi that I know in this vlog during this vlog. Please help me. I hope I'm doing this correct. तो guys, मैं 2 महीने से हिंदी सीख रही हूँ और इसे तरह से करती हूँ. I started from learning the basics, which is the Hindi alphabet. One of the things I learned while studying different languages is to take it one step at a time, like baby step. Literally how babies or children learned how to talk. They started with the alphabets. So Hindi is written in Devanagari script. I studied this as well, and studying this has actually helped me best with correct pronunciation for each Hindi word. Learning Hindi, you also have to learn the right sound and pronunciation they make when they speak, because each has different meanings, like the difference between the word he and he. So this has a nasal sound. The latter has a nasal sound, and the previous one doesn't have any nasal sound. So they almost sound the same, but there's a slight difference, and most importantly, the meanings are different. When learning a language, there are different ways which you can be resourceful so you don't have to spend much money. There are different platforms for free, like Duolingo. This is pretty famous. Language Curry, I downloaded this app because I'm learning Hindi. Drops, also dual cards. Dual cards, I used to use this for memorization of words. It's like a flashcard, but it's on your phone. But now I prefer writing words because it helps me better memorizing words and terms. Well, it depends on the person learning which way they prefer to learn faster. And there's also this app called Hello Talk app, which I use a lot to find language partners and have an exchange language with them. Okay, guys, just a side story. I actually downloaded Hello Talk because Nankade Hangul Weugo Isusoyo, which means I was learning Korean that time. I have been using it for almost 2 years, learning Korean, and then I met Indian people who were also learning Korean. And fast forward, I became close to them. They're the most friendliest and the most loveliest person I've met. Fell in love with them and their country, and that's how I started having interest in getting to know more about India, culture, traditions, food, language, and so on. So I started learning Hindi, and I would like to shout out to all my babies on Hello Talk. And a special shout out to my bestie, Amini. Hi. So, they are also my teachers in Hindi. Although I'm studying formal Hindi using these platforms, I'm also learning normal day-to-day conversation of Hindi language because of them. Well, my main purpose for studying the language anyway is to be able to connect to them more deeply. इसलिए मैं हिंदी बोलने में सक्षम होना चाहती हूँ. So moving on, guys, I think the main factors in learning a language are actually time and motivation. Time, because you really need to spend time in studying. Like for me, what I do is I allot a specific time of the day to study, even for just 5 minutes a day. One important thing in studying a language is actually vocabulary, widening and expanding your vocabulary. So if you study even just for 5 minutes a day, learning learning new language, learning new words, new vocabulary, it's a lot already. It will be really helpful. And another thing, like I said, is motivation, because when you like what you're doing and you have a reason for whatever it is that you're doing, you'll be motivated to learn, to study the language, to do what you're doing, like for studying the language. And as for me, I really want my friends to be able to fully express themselves by talking to me in Hindi. So language barrier is really a thing, Even if we can communicate in English, it's still different when you use your own language. And of course, because I want to have a much deeper connection with them. Yeah, yeah, I love my friends that much. And lastly, to add to all, to everything that I've said, learning a language takes time, so you have to be patient and also consistent. These are also the keys in learning a language. If you spend 5 minutes a day, do it every day, be consistent in doing it. And I'm sure as time goes by, like me, I've only been studying for 2 3 months, but I can say that I've been consistent and I've been learning a lot already in this past few months of my journey in studying Hindi. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you learned and enjoyed something from my video today. दिखने के लिए धन्यवाद. Thanks for all your love and your support. मैं जल्दी आप सभी से मिलूंगी और मैं आप सभी से प्यार करती हूँ. Love you all. Bye.